Hi, this is Glendon Gross. Hey, I thought of a crazy video that I could do for you this morning. I was watching Open Studio where they took the first chorus of Thelonius Monk's composition, Straight No Chaser, and they showed that even though Miles plays it in F, that Monk originally played it in B flat. So instead of, it's really, which, kind of cool since, just a little tidbit of knowledge. So then it occurred to me, well, the well-rounded jazz musician ought to be able to play that in any key, right? Why not? So then I thought, okay, let's try all the different keys. So I started going down by half steps, and I came up to a key that really illustrates one of the fingering principles that I like to emphasize on the trumpet to my students. And it's the principle of finding the alternate fingering that gives you the most facility, even though it may not be the standard fingering. So I'd like to show you what I'm talking about. If we play Straight No Chaser in C concert, which is D for the trumpet, it starts on the fifth of the chord, so it starts on a low A, or whatever A you want, but I'm going to play it in low register. So this is what I would be playing. And that sounds okay, but I realize it's got a lot of this fingering in it, which is kind of challenging on the trumpet. I mean, you can do it, but to get really clean valve articulation, wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have to move two fingers at the same time in opposite directions? Because if we're trying to speed it up, then there's going to be a point at which there might be a little ambiguity created by the valves not being precisely in the right place at the right time. So the trumpet alternate fingerings come to our rescue in the case of this key when we realize that we can play the low A with third valve, and then going up to the D, all we do is add the first valve. So that becomes a much smoother type of fingering. Now I like the way it sounds better. And then I realized, one of the cool things about this tune is it incorporates that wonderful ambiguity between major third and minor third. The way Monk does these cool things. A lot of us play this lick. Standard blues repertoire, right? But Monk is always tricking you. That slides in. That's coming down from up above. So the tune kind of plays around with that major third, minor third ambiguity, and then when you get to the four chord, that becomes the seventh of the chord. The minor third of the one is the seventh of the four. So it's just very, very natural. So if you're playing it like this, it's a lot smoother execution, at least for me, than this. And you could do it both ways. And whatever you like, for a while when I was practicing, I thought it was easier to go down to the A fingered with first and second valve in the end of the tune, just because that's what I'm used to. I'll show you what I mean. So when you go down there, that's kind of fun because you're setting yourself up for the last four bars of the tune, and so then if you make a change in the fingering, my theory at least is you're using different locations in your brain, different neural circuits in your brain, depending on what fingers you use, just to enable the motor control. So by mixing it up, you use a little bit more gray matter, which could really help, especially when you get to my age or even people older than me. So since I want to keep playing for a large number of years, and I'm 59 now, what I want to do is do things that will cause me to use as much of my brain as possible to store the information about that head. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll try to keep the videos coming. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day. This is Glendon Gross signing off. Bye for now.